Hello, I'm Matty Frank. Welcome to Sounds Like NYC's TinyStage. I hope you enjoy my set. I'm making the daring choice of starting with an untitled song, but it's on Omnichord, so it's okay. Oh no, the crosswalk light is stopping. Oh no, I'm not. A pre-programmed sense of fear is here. I'm not. I can't be destroyed, but I can pretend for fun. I used to have 3 jobs, now going to 1 is too much. The cars don't know I'm hustling when we play chicken, because I always win. It's this unfortunate steel state I'm in. I make note of the shock on their face when their car rips in half. They see my pride and disappointment, pride and disappointment. A-star middle school project about platinum. I never let mean kids point me to a gun, but my SATs didn't pay my rent, so who won? Anyone can buy a diploma. Hey, now we all can burn one. The cars don't know I'm hustling when we play chicken, because I always win. It's this unfortunate steel state I'm in. I make note of the shock on their face when their car rips in half. They see my pride and disappointment, pride and disappointment. I'm sick of getting overwhelmed by the basics in the midst of a state that is sick and doesn't care. I ask the world if there's something else we both like that we can do together. Lazy kids these days just wanna sleep forever. Z is for someone who deserves better. I used to look out the window at our backyard and our neighbors and pretend there was no road and we lived in the grasslands and the woods. All paths were taken, how would that not be good? How would that not be better? If I can't die, I'll use my time to make it.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what is this magical device of wonder you have?
This thing is called an Omnichord, and it's supposed to be like an electronic, what is the word? Auto harp.
Okay.
And they were produced in the 80s, but this model and the models before it stopped being produced, so they're really hard to find now. But they have this kind of sound that you can't replicate, so people are like rediscovering them and seeking them out
Yeah.
because they're so cute.
Yeah, between The Weeknd and I don't know, it just seems like the 80s will never die.
Yeah, it's here to stay forever.
But I want to move on to the 90s. The 90s had a bunch of good stuff, I feel like.
we can dabble in that too.
Yeah, as a society, yeah, the 90s.
Yeah,
Let's,
get back
let's
to the
you know
90s.
get on. Let's definitely get on it. But yeah, let's move on to your next song. Is your next
Sure.
song also a harpsichord bass?
Next song is
Omnichord bass
Omnichord.
thing? Yeah,
Next, the rest of my set is going to be guitar. I just really wanted to show this off.
yeah, awesome. Well, let's get on to your next song, which will be.
Which will be American Sadboi is the title, yes.
Which is also the name of your.
That's also the name. Thank you for plugging that.
Yeah, of
My
course.
upcoming EP, which comes out February 11th. I don't know if this will air before or after that, but you should check it out. It's going to be on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
When we're a little younger, meet me at the swings. I got a secret for you. And when we're 17 at halftime, meet me underneath the bleachers, and we'll make it come true. Now you think that you've seen this all before, someone else's love prescribed as yours. Now you're sounding like a new blue, red, the white American sad boy. Oh, he'll never have a wife, but he has a soft smile, because things could be worse than to wallow in your own crowd without looking too proud. Don't be like your own crowd. Don't be like that boy. Nowadays you cannot achieve it. Hold a flag and they'll have you believe it. In the shadow, that's where all the shame is. Can your painted finger point to where the blame is? God, guys never know they're being typical. Sipping tea, never know they're spitting vitriol. Oh, now you're sounding like the new blue, red, the white American sad boy. Oh, he'll never have a wife, but he has a soft smile, because things could be worse than to deal with your own crowd without looking too proud. Don't be like your own crowd. Don't be like that boy. Watch how you talk when you talk in my fantasy. Watch how you talk when you talk in my fantasy. Aren't you embarrassed to be embarrassed? Ooh, we lived 10 whole minutes, walked away, but I'm the one who always has to go to your place. Now I'm sounding like the new blue, red, the white American sad wants a soft smile, because things could be worse than to wallow in your own crowd that never wants to talk about how I won't be too proud. Don't be like that boy. So we'll meet on the swings when the waters are through. Baby, no, it's just a preference why I can't like you, because you check all my boxes, but you're just too obvious. I put the hair on the chest and you lisp like an HIV test. Oh, not mine, not mine. Oh, American sad boy.
All right, so great job, Maddie.
Thank
And just like
you.
tell me, like, what is the significance of American Sad Boy? Like, as like it seems like between it being a song name and then the name of like the whole EP, like, what's like the theming of that? Like, what's the significance of that title?
It's kind of embarrassing because it has origins in Tumblr.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
I got on Tumblr kind of after peak Tumblr, which I don't
Yeah.
know if that's like more or less embarrassing. But while I was on, there was like this little sub culture talk, just like making little jokes about like it's sad boy hours, so like soft
Yeah.
smiles only. And I pictured like the kind of person they were describing was what we would now call Timothy Chalamet before he was like famous. So like has a cigarette, maybe doesn't smoke it, and like
I
it's like
feel
a skinny straight white guy.
Yeah.
So like his life isn't that bad because he's a sad boy, but he can still like smile through it, and it's like kind of just an aesthetic. And so I related that to how like gay people kind of exist in America now, where stuff is obviously not like equal, but I got to see like the legalization of gay marriage while I was in college and more representation in media. So it's becoming a lot more normalized. So things are still like not where they should be, but stuff isn't all bad. So we can like soft smile through it, but still be sad. But like it's not like as bad as it was, if that makes sense. So that's like the cringy backstory.
Oh,
to
I
the
don't think
name of
that's
it.
cringy. That's actually really interesting. Like I wouldn't have thought about that sort of I mean no I feel like it's like a very interesting premise and I guess like theme to put in one's music. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
I feel like it's pretty cool actually.
Cool,
Like
thank
you know Tumblr for everything cringy that existed and exists on it isn't like all that bad.
Right. Yeah. I feel like I took something and I kind of took it out of the Tumblr
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah, so you made it non-cringy. You made it inspiring actually.
Yeah. Post cringe.
Yeah. Post cringe. Is that a new genre?
Yeah. That's what I do.
Oh my god. But like who's this Timothy
Timothy Chalamet.
Who's that?
Oh, he's like this skinny, straight, white, kind of popular actor. He's in Dune, the movie Dune.
Oh,
He's the
so
lead in Dune, yeah. And he's like,
okay,
and
yeah.
I don't know, his eyes are kind of droopy, and he's like, his whole vibe is like,
Yeah.
like you could picture him holding a cigarette at any time.
Yeah.
That's like his vibe. And I feel like that's what people were making fun of on Tumblr was that kind of image of somebody who's
okay.
like sad by choice.
Yeah.
Like has no reason to be, but is like, I want to try this costume on.
Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. All right, then thank you for this deep dive into American Sad Boy. Let's move
pleasure.
on to the next song.
Yes, the next song is also from my American Sad Boy EP. It's called Flowers for Boys. Boys Boys like starting fires, put out and joining the army, and saving time and spending it well, finding things to break and fix and change and things, then calling them better. Oh, how's the weather? Raise their voices, but it's 'cause they care. Never admit to fallibility. Boys don't like me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boys will never give it up and push their luck just to be an intern. Oh, what's the net worth? Boys like being pushed and pushing to the edge and roughing up their edges. Oh, up their edges. Being right and copyright and starlight, starbright, playing hide and seek. Raising voices when it's not fair. Unconcerned with fallibility and boys like me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Taking you for a highway drive and blaming you when they're out of gas. Boys don't like me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like me. That's that.
Cool. So, what is Boys Like Me about?
Well, I'll tell you. So actually, the first few lyrics of this song, I don't want to sound
Cringy?
like a tool. Cringy again, post cringe. No, but some of the lyrics came to me in a dream.
Ooh.
And it was one of those things where I woke up and I was like, I ought to write this down. And it kind of became this song about how, like growing up, how my relationship with all kinds of boys, straight boys, gay boys, has changed.
Gate boys.
Gatekeep the boys has changed with me from being like an effeminate kid who didn't really get along with other boys and them not liking me to me becoming a gay person and really getting along with gay people and being like the talk of the town among them. So it's about how my relationship with all kinds of boys has changed as I've changed.
Ah, that's a very interesting. Wow, yeah, that's really definitely interesting kind of like outlook. Like I guess is like are like all the album. I mean, all the songs on like the EP dealing with you like as a gay man sort of thing. Or
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
ah, interesting.
Yes. This one is for the gays.
This is for the gays, made by the gays for the gays.
Yeah, it's authentic.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah. So I guess is the last song in your set also from American Sadboi or
No, this song is actually an oldie.
Oh,
from,
oldie.
Yeah, it's called Stalling. It's from this mixtape, I prefer to call it, because that like gives me some leeway for it sounding so crunchy. Because I made it in my bedroom before I moved to New York. And this is one of the few songs from that mixtape that I still like enjoy myself and really want to make it again, like a nice, clean sounding, shiny version. But yeah, it's called Stalling, and I hope you like it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna settle in so well, so good. Miyazaki moments and little trips to the store. I can't be left to my thoughts anymore. You've been my job, and so I'm overworked. Not normal to be this overlooked. I took so many chances, they never took me. Vulnerability's supposed to be worth it. Supposed to be worth it. I'm gonna get some kind of normal. My feet are small, but they can't fit in the door. It's no big deal to have normal. I just need a minute to scream into the floor. It's easy to breathe when you have a plan. You can only prepare with what fits in your hand. Even a color-coded schedule is still pretty bland. What a thrill when I slip through the slit in your hand. What a thrill when I slip through the slit in your hand. What a thrill when I slip through the slit in your hand. What a thrill when I slip through the slit in your hand. What a thrill when I slip through the slit in your hand. What a thrill when I slip through the slit in your hand. I'm my own job, and so I'm overworked. I hate and I need to be overbooked. But you don't waste a chance like me. It's a dream of mine to hear I'm sorry. To hear I'm sorry. To hear I'm sorry. That's that.
Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
job. So what is this song about?
This song is actually about an ex.
Ooh.
So it's kind of simple in that way. Well, no, I guess it's about more than that. It was also a time where I was like, I had just graduated college, and I was like, it's hard to find a job, even though I just bought this expensive degree that was supposed to get me a job right away.
And this was like before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, this was like 2018.
Okay,
so
yeah.
2017, 2018.
Yeah.
It was. And so I was like, why does nobody wants me? Not my ex, not these employers.
Everybody
even
hates
though-
me.
Everybody hates me. Very that vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my songs are kind of end up being about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's about like dejection, I guess, in general.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we ended on a
I've
bummer.
never heard dejection sound so beautiful. So
Well, thank
great job.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, as you were saying, sorry.
Oh no, that's it.
Oh,
That's-
okay, cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's dejection.
So one thing that we like always like to ask our guest is kind of like how do they view their relationship with the city and how do they think the city has like changed and transformed them, like how has like ever since you've come and lived in New York City, like how do you think you have changed, grown, mutated as a person?
Sure. Well, it's interesting because most of my time here has been COVID. So I moved here in 2019, in July. So I had like 6 to 8 months of like really fun times before COVID happened. But stuff got less bad, and I only really started performing last fall. And I feel like that, like just the availability, the access to other music people and places you can perform has really helped me like become less nervous about performing and really know what I want my shows to sound like. It's really being here in general has like made me a lot more I guess aggressive about asking for what I want. I remember I moved here and I got my first sound job just by like emailing recording studios that I found on Google Maps that were near me.
Wait, was that at Pete's or somewhere else?
No, this was just an internship I had.
Oh,
when
okay,
I
cool,
first
cool,
moved
cool,
here, I was like, let me just see what's out there. And that internship got me like my other sound job, which like introduced me to music friends. Which gave me the credibility to become a sound person at Pete's, gave me like that experience. So it really, all my sound and music network has come from living here, which I deeply cherish.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I feel like, I've like grown up here, so I can't really say how New York City has changed me because
Right.
I've only known New York City for the most part, but it's always like very like interesting hearing how like people who didn't grow up in the city, how they kind of had the city shaped them and stuff like that.
Totally.
Yeah, it makes me think if would I have been a better person if I wasn't born in the city. No, but like I mean, thank you, Matty, so much again for coming on. Like,
Thank you for having me.
so your newest EP comes out February 11th.
Yes.
But besides that, like what like goals or what like goals plans do you have for like the rest of this year when it comes to making music?
So I definitely want to try to get another EP out this year. I just feel like I want to be putting out a lot more music. I didn't put out anything last year, and I'm like, why is nobody like following me on Spotify? It's because I don't have anything new. So I just want to. I want to.
Hey,
keep
well, you
putting out
reached like
music.
100.
Yeah, I finally got
daily
100
listeners. Yeah,
So
followers
that's
recently.
exciting.
Yeah.
But besides this first EP, I'm gonna be performing an EP release show at Rockwood, February 18th. And then also later this year, I think I'm gonna move to North Carolina.
Wait, what? Are
Durham.
you serious?
Yeah, well, that's where my boyfriend lives.
Ah.
And so we're gonna move in together. And Durham has like a really good indie rock scene.
Yeah.
Apparently, a really good music town. So I'm looking forward to meeting and playing music with people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on all the big life changes and
Thank you.
yeah, no, but you know, definitely while you're in the city, definitely like give it your all, cause
Yeah.
you know I was a sound guy for your like kind of like residency like at Pete's, and like you and the band did an amazing job. So
Thank you. Thank you.
looking
Yeah, it was
forward
so
to
fun.
what you do this year for sure.
Thank you. Yeah. Me too.
Awesome. Well, thank you once again, Matty Frank, for coming on. Sounds like NYC's Tiny Stage.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. It was very fun.